Stop chasing and do this instead. I made this video talking about how every guy I've ever wanted has come into my life and has been attracted back towards me. Whether it was a celebrity, whether it was a random person, whether it was like a regular person that I truly, honestly had a crush on or truly, honestly admired, those people have literally came into my life. I'm not lying. I have no reason to lie. It doesn't matter who it was. Like I said, celebrity or not. Every person, damn near every person, literally has came into my life, whether I've desired them and I really craved them and I was crushing on them heavy. I used to be a total fangirl back in the day, y'all, like total fangirl. I would crush on these celebrities and crush on these people who, at the time, I was living in Maryland, so it's not like I lived in Atlanta or LA where I would easily meet these people, right? But they would always end up in my life in some of the craziest ways, to the point where I would have a crush on somebody, it would be so crazy, and the next thing you know, they would be in my Instagram asking for my number and I didn't even follow them, and this was like a crazy big celebrity, right? This has happened to me where they follow me on Instagram, I see them at an event, I get introduced to them by a friend or whatever the case is. These people end up coming into my field. Or I have a crush on somebody just in normal life, maybe like a high school crush or college crush, whatever the case is, and then all of a sudden they happen to be outside as soon as I have to take a drive, right? They happen to be parked right next to me at the store or whatever the case is, and they end up talking to me and being attracted to me. But let me tell you my secret. I never chase. I never chase. I step into the divine feminine energy, which is always about attraction. And that is the key to literally getting and having every person, every man, whoever you're interested in or attracted to be interested and attracted to you. But the thing about this is, the one lesson I learned from all these interactions is in order to actually get the people to come towards me, I had to take myself out of the energy of neediness and take myself back into the energy of embodiment and love within myself. Because when we need and we want, what we're saying is we really, really, really lack that thing in our life. So if you find yourself being so attracted and obsessed almost with a person, an individual, you need to really analyze the situation, because we are never attracted to people on that type of level, especially for no reason. We're attracted to people in that type of way because we believe on a subconscious level that they have something that we don't. They have something or represent something in your life that you are missing in your life. So therefore, on a subconscious level, you are so effortlessly attracted to them and specifically obsessed with them because they represent something in your mind. So if you want to get somebody to be obsessively attracted to you just the way that you're obsessively attracted to them, you got to think about, what does that person represent for me? Does that person represent power and freedom? Does that person represent money and finances? Does that person represent elitist? Whatever the case is, what does that person represent for you? Because the secret is, if you can embody the energy that you're missing from that interaction that you think you would get if you were connected to that individual, then you will be able to instantly attract the individual, or not even instantly, but over time attract the individual, maybe instantly for some people, and literally that person will be attracted to you. Because when we talk about the law of attraction, we are talking about the ability to pull things towards us that are on our same frequency. And that's why I preach on this channel. I preach on this channel, on my YouTube, on my Instagram, on my TikTok, on my courses, dive deeper into this information about how to activate the divine feminine, because it's about magnetism and really seduction. Being able to be seductive to the people, places, things that you want means being able to entice the people, places, things that you want, because you are a person that the people, places, and things that you want desires. You have to understand that your desires, just as much as you desire them, they desire you. So instead of being on the chasing end, become on the receiving end of the interaction and step into your divine femininity. So the key is The major key, the major secret, instead of chasing and obsessing, even though it's hard, I know, we've all been there. We've all been waiting for that text back. We've all been like just waiting and stalking and low-key just like, yo, where are they at? Why haven't they texted me? Why didn't they call me? Oh my God, how am I gonna, and you're thinking so much about how you can, try to get into this person's field, how you can get them to notice you, instead of embodying your own energy and embodying what it is you think you're missing from that connection. If you can do that, you will instantly attract every person that you desire easily. I promise you. Or I can't promise, but that's at least from my experience. I remember in my life, like I said, I used to be a crazy fangirl, and I used to fangirl and obsess over so many celebrities. It wasn't until I took all that energy that I was putting on those people, and I took that energy and I brought it back to myself and focused on what I was developing within myself. I focused on my YouTube channel. I don't gotta do too much to get what I want. I am what I want. I focused on doing inner work. I focused on my own interests, my own passions. Think about it. Passion, all right? I was super passionate about YouTube. I was super passionate about astrology and all the things I started to talk about. I started to embody the energy of what I was missing from what I believed that partnership would give me. I was obsessing over a guy or whoever the case was because that connection is gonna give me a sense of magic and passion and love and romance. So I started to love myself, become passionate, and embody the energy of passion by focusing on my passions, figuring out what it was I loved, and knowing who I was and fully understanding my self-worth by doing the inner work on myself. When I stepped into that energy, that was exactly when all the men who I used to obsess with, they was coming towards me. They were literally coming towards me without even me having to do any effort. They would follow me on Instagram. They would hit me up. I would meet them in person. I would get introduced by them. Whatever the situation was, these people, they could be some high people in society, whoever. I came into their field because guess what? When you're attracted to someone and you change the energy from I want, and you embody the energy that the thing that you want would want anyway, it will come towards you. So you need to get out of chase mentality and move yourself back into embodiment. Stand in your femininity. Stand in the feeling of satisfaction. Stand in the feeling of love. Stand in the feeling of passion. Stand in the feeling of excitement. Whatever it is that you think that partnership is going to give you, or you think that person is going to give you, or you think that relationship is going to give you. Embody that energy now. Like literally close your eyes, take a deep breath, and really think about the energy that you would get if you were with that person. And instead of focusing that energy specifically on them, take that feeling of excitement in your belly, of the butterflies in your stomach, of the love and passion of you doing something you love. Imagine yourself doing that and really conjure up that emotion within you and breathe it into your body. Walk around with that energy in your body. Feel it flowing on every single inch of you. And open your eyes. The more that you can step into that energy, you become instantly magnetic. And people will become drawn to you. So many people always ask me, how do I get him back? How do I get my ex back? How do I attract this person? How do I attract that person? I always say, look, you're taking all your energy and you're focusing all of it on that person. You leave no room for that person to even come towards you and even think about you because they can feel that energy. Whether you believe it or not, we're all connected energetically. So when a person feels from your field that you're throwing them energy and you're constantly just throwing the energy towards them, they feel that on a very subconscious level. If you can detach and step back and not just detach, but let go of that energy and realize that it's only just a part of your brain feeling like it's missing something. And if you fill yourself up with the thing that you believe that you're missing on a subconscious level, that you'll be on the same frequency of that thing anyway, naturally, you're gonna be in alignment with attracting that situation towards you without any hardship. It's gonna just be easy. You don't gotta think, you don't gotta plot, you don't gotta finesse, you don't gotta trick. It will come towards you easily. The universe will make a way to happen. You don't have to think about how or why. All you know is it's just happening. So my biggest key and advice is stop pouring all of your energy onto other people and pour it back onto yourself. Focus on your self-care. Focus on loving yourself. Focus on what makes you feel like you're having a good freaking time. Focus on what makes you feel like you're enjoying life. What do you enjoy? What brings you pleasure? What tastes good to you? What sounds good to you? What feels good to you? The more you do that, boy, girl, love, you will be such a magnetic human being. So I hope you resonate with this message, y'all. For real, this is one of the biggest secrets I've learned. Focus on yourself, for real, for real. Focus on yourself, but focus on the feeling that you want to experience and what you felt like is missing right now in your life, and fill yourself up with it. And that is gonna make you magnetic. If you wanna dive deeper into this though, and really get to that, okay, that deep level, like I low-key didn't even want to post certain things that I put in this course, Psychic Secrets of Seduction. But I did it anyway, because I know that the people who are going to be in that course are going to be people who are going to respect it and respect the techniques. But definitely purchase Psychic Secrets of Seduction. Down in the description box, we dive deep into this information, how to attract from a very psychic, spiritual, psychological level, and how to really step into your inner seductress. Do that shadow work on yourself, for real. I guide you through the whole process and we get things going and flowing. And if you're ready to hear the secret, like this video up. Like this video up. My ladies need to hear this. My divine feminine beings need to hear this out here. We need to hear this message and spread it. And comment down below if you've ever felt super obsessed with somebody and just like you can't get them out of your head. But I love you guys so much, and I hope that this video resonated, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye now.